Someone had to say it, so here I am. You need to stop waiting for your manifestation. Simple as. Now, I understand from a logical standpoint, it makes complete sense. I currently don't have my desire. I'm doing the manifestation work to create said desire. Therefore, while I wait for it to come into my 3D reality, I must do nothing but wait. Logically, makes sense. However, the process of manifestation and the way the subconscious mind works is everything but logical, which means trying to use a logical thought pattern with an illogical process is not going to work in the way that you want it to. It's not going to be as smooth of a journey as you want it to be. So let's consider what this logical process is actually doing in the grand scheme of manifestation. Well, if you're sitting around waiting, what do you think that is showing your subconscious mind? That is showing your subconscious mind that you currently don't have your desire and you are in fact waiting for it. Considering that your subconscious mind pushes out more of what you are, the state that you're currently occupying, and not what you want, if you are in a state of waiting, it will push out more waiting. If you are in a state of claiming or experiencing or internally showing it that it's your experience, that's what it will push out. So, when you are in a state of waiting, you will stay in that state of waiting because it pushes out what you are. Therefore, what we want to do is make use of the power of redirection to ensure that we take ourselves out of that waiting state and into the claiming or the experiencing or the embodying of the desired state. Because that way, we're going to be showing our subconscious mind that we currently have it. Therefore, obviously, it's going to get to work making that happen. Now, this is something that I hear quite a lot of people struggle with in the morning, for example, but of course, this is something you can experience all throughout the day. But what a lot of people will do is they'll wake up and they'll check their phone and they'll see that there's no text from that specific person and they'll get bummed out. They're waiting for the day that they wake up and finally have that text. Or they're waiting for the day that they finally have that job opportunity, or they're waiting for the day that a person finally gives them that hot behavior. They're doing all the work, so to speak, but they are still sat in that waiting state. So what you want to do is use the power of redirection and become aware when you're in that state. Because as I've mentioned in probably every single video that I've done for the past 2 months now, it's not what comes up, it's where you take it. You are going to have the odd intrusive thought. You're going to have the odd bad day. You're going to have the odd waiting moment. Even myself now, I'll sit there and I'll be like, oh, it's 1 o'clock in the afternoon. I haven't had any sales or anything like that. You notice stuff because you're a human. That's part of the process. So, considering that, what matters is where you actually take it. If you associate with what's come up as your truth, then you're showing your subconscious mind it's your truth. If you take it down a new path, you're showing it that the new path is your truth instead. So when you notice yourself sitting around waiting for that text or that person's hot behavior or that phone call or that job interview or anything, whenever you find yourself sitting in a waiting state, that's fine. You've noticed it. But what you're going to do about it, that's what matters. So you notice it and you sit there and literally you can quite literally just do this. What am I even on about waiting? Or what am I waiting for? I'm already in this loving relationship. What am I even waiting for? That text is already on my phone right now. In fact, they're waiting for me to respond. What am I even waiting for? I have the job of my dreams. I'm living the life of my dreams. You are literally just questioning yourself in a matter that basically disproves those intrusive thoughts or those waiting feelings. What am I even waiting for? Because, and then redirecting it back to the end result. What this is going to be doing is it's going to be showing your subconscious mind that you aren't in fact waiting, therefore stopping you from recreating more waiting, but in fact showing your subconscious mind that you are currently experiencing, which is going to be adding power and, dominancy to that story, therefore making it happen. A waiting state makes sense. You don't have your desire, you're waiting for it to happen. You're waiting for my videos to be posted. You're waiting for people to text you. You're waiting for the next day that you go to work. We are constantly in waiting states from a logical and conscious standpoint. But we want to make use of the way the subconscious mind actually works, which is, what is your experience now? I'll make that happen. And when it says, what is your experience now? It means, what are you showing me is your experience now? So even if you don't have that text, even if you're unemployed, even if you're single and you have been for 20 years, your subconscious mind doesn't know that unless you tell it that it is the case. So, what am I waiting for? The text is already there. Your subconscious mind goes, oh cool, text is already there. What am I waiting for? I'm already in the relationship of my dreams. Subconscious mind goes, oh cool, we're already in the relationship of our dreams. And gets to work making this happen. So that's what you can do about the waiting state from a manifestation perspective to ensure that your subconscious mind is doing the right things. It's not creating more waiting, but instead creating more actualization, outcomes. You get what I mean?
I just wanted to take this moment to ask you, do you feel alone in your manifestation? Do you feel like you're a bit burnt out and you've been doing it for so long, but just no results and you feel like you just can't do it? Well, I actually have something to help you. Now, I have a service that I've been doing lately where I can script for you on a daily basis and then hold your desire in my mind as I go throughout my day, essentially manifesting for you. Now, I've done this for a fair few amount of people lately and it has been doing exceptionally well. In fact, here are a couple of success stories to show it. So if you desire my help with your manifestation, once you've watched this video, head down to the description and there you'll find a link to get my assistance service. It's incredibly great and you will not regret it. So I recommend you get it while you can.
But there is also another side of this that I think is an overlooked thing within the manifestation community. I don't really watch many other people's videos anymore anyway, but from what I've seen, my clients haven't really been hearing this stuff, so I'm presenting it to you now. But let's consider the statement, time flies when you're having fun. Now, dominancy when it comes to your manifestation is regarding when the desire comes to mind, not your day overall. Now, the reason why that is important is because many people will stop doing the things that they enjoy doing so they can ensure that they're staying on top of their manifestation process. But in my opinion and experiences, that's actually the opposite of what you'd want to do. The less time you have to think about your desire, the less negative thoughts you have to worry about overcoming because you have less time to think negative. Therefore, meaning the less positive thoughts you have to create because dominancy is a percentage, not a quantity. It's not like you have to do 1 million affirmations in one day in order for it to become dominant. Because if you were doing 1 million affirmations in one day, but then doing 2 million more negative thoughts in one day, that's still not dominant. So what we want to do is work on the percentage. So the less time you have to think about your desire, in theory, the less manifestation work that you have to do, therefore meaning the easier the process is as a whole. So, taking that into consideration, you could quite literally do it so that less work equals more outcomes because you've got less time to think the negative, therefore creating less negative dominancy. That's one side of it. The other side of it is, like I said at the beginning of the video, we are in the waiting state. You are consciously waiting for your desire because you don't have it yet. But once you have impressed your subconscious mind, the weaves of your desired web, the weaves of your desired reality's web, you know what I'm trying to say, in the background, the weaves are being woven. I shouldn't have gone for that example. I can't figure out the wording. The creation is being made behind the scenes. Movement is always happening behind the scenes once you've impressed your subconscious mind, which means it will come. It is coming. Therefore, why bother sitting around waiting? Let's say, for example, that you had a plane ticket to go to Egypt a month from now. Would you sit there day after day after day, checking the calendar, oh, it's still not the right day, checking the calendar, oh, it's still not the right day, sitting there just twiddling your thumbs being bored? No. You would be excited, you'd be preparing to go, you'd be having a great old time, you'd be counting down the days from work and just really enjoying yourself in the meantime because you know you're going. You wouldn't be sitting there stressing and panicking and sort of, I mean, yeah, in the example I've given you, probably be in a little bit of waiting because you're excited to go, but ignore that side. You know what I mean? You would know that you're going, therefore you would just get on with your life until that moment comes when you go. Same thing with manifestation. We know that our desire is coming at some point in time because you've impressed your subconscious mind and the sort of movement is being made behind the scenes. Therefore, in the interim, while you're waiting for it to come into place, to help yourself with that waiting feeling, throw yourself into absolutely everything that you're doing. Be extremely present when you go to the gym. Be extremely present when you're hanging out with friends or family or playing with your kids or when you're working on hobbies and stuff like that. Because what you're going to do is you're going to enjoy the present moment, which is going to make it fly faster because time flies when you're having fun. Therefore, the more that you enjoy your present moment, you're not even going to notice the days passing until, boom, you actually do have that text. Or all of a sudden your specific person is showing up hot for you. Or all of these amazing things because you've taken yourself out of that waiting state, made time move faster because you've been enjoying the present moment as best you can, created the positive outcome because you're redirecting yourself away from that waiting stage and onto the having stage. And overall, you're just creating a much better state for yourself. Because like I said earlier on in the video, you get more of what you are, not what you want. If you are having a joyful time, if you are having fun, if you are living in abundance, if you are, living the life of your dreams, even if momentarily, you're going to be creating more of that. So in the interim of waiting for your manifestation, when the desire comes to mind itself, catch yourself when you're in that state of waiting and redirect yourself back to a state of having by simply just saying, what am I even waiting for? What am I even worried about? I already have this desire. And then outside of that, when you're doing things like working, like gym, like all those other stuff, ensure that you are really being present with them so that you can actually allow the things in the background to make movement without getting in your own way, and B, the time to fly by because you're being extremely present. If you follow these two things, I suppose three, because one of them was like kind of half a point. If you follow these 2.5 points that I've given you today, you will never sit there waiting around for anything again. Not only will the outcomes come quicker anyway, but you won't experience that state of waiting because you won't make waiting a possibility to your mind. So take these on board, go kick some ass, and I look forward to seeing your success stories. But thank you so much for watching this video. I really hope it has been helpful. If you've enjoyed it, drop me a like and a comment just to let me know, and subscribe to the channel. If you do need help with your manifestation to get you on the right track, to overcome limiting beliefs, or even just help you get what you want to get, down below in that comment section and the description is the link to my Linktree, where you can see the links to my website, where I offer coaching solutions to help you with that. I also have a membership, and on that membership you can get tons of amazing things, but at the moment there has been a huge surge of people wanting my full Manifest Your X-Back mini course. So if that's what you are after, head over to the membership, sign up now, and you can grab that 1:40 long video that gives you everything you need to make it happen. If you're looking for more specific person content, and more importantly, big presentations that go into deep detail, click this playlist because it has 3 amazing videos on it that are all like half an hour long each, giving you everything you need to know about your specific person. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll catch you in the next one. Bye-bye.